Okay, so we were doing asanas, standing up. So keep doing. So next one is keeping your focus of your mind, learning how to just stand on one feet because it requires your attention to be focused. You can look far away, just one leg up, opposite side, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can stretch a bit further. So warrior pose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain side. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now a bit more. Further stretching. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go down. 1, 2. As much as you can. Okay. Now we'll do what's called Chandra Namaskar. So for that, first one is Trikon. So you go lift, try and touch your heel, look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. 1, 2, 3. Then lift yourself up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. Go down on your left heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and then try and touch your inside of your ankles. 1, 2, 3. Push further backwards, front, up, push, 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 push. Okay, legs together. Right, some exercise for knee. Slowly move them clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Move, move, move. All right. Now we'll do end the exercises by doing Surya Namaskar. Okay, so Surya Namaskar. Look towards the east. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push your hands as far back. 1, 2, 3. And breathe in and out. Go and touch your toes. Push your right leg backwards in the plank position. Go down. Asana. Your chin, your knee, your toes are touching. Other parts of the body are lifted. Breathe in. Come up. Bhujangasana. Breathe out. Parvatasana. Right leg up, then the left leg, push down, in, lift yourself, up, back again. Breathe in. Now we do this from the left side. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Go left side. Straighten up, both legs together. Up, down, touch the floor, back up. 1, 2, 3. Parvatasana. Left leg up, right leg, push it in, look up, both hands together, go back. That was one cycle completed. Now we do 2 more sets. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and out, breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Okay, now this time from the left side. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Okay, so the last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so if you can't do all or any of those asanas that we went through, just do Surya Namaskar. That will be good enough. All right, now we'll go into Yoga Nidra. So before that, you want to try this, you can do this, lifting yourself. Or this one. Yeah, as you keep practicing, you'll be able to do it. Now, I'll do Sthirasana. You can do the Sarvangasana, the shoulder stand. Okay, so after that, we'll do Shavasana, which is the Yoga Nidra with it. All right, so just for small, and you can do this to help your blood circulation. The whole day, otherwise we are standing straight. Let's go opposite. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so now we lie down flat. What's called Shavasana. Yeah, Shavasana is so we lie flat. Your hands by your side, head looking upwards. Your eyes will be closed. All right, your ears are wide open. Your third eye is open, which will travel with me. So as you lie, because after doing the physical exercise, you need rest. So blood circulation is nice and now warmed up. Breathe in through your nose. As you breathe in, watch yourself, watching with your third eye. Where's the air coming from? The space, infinite space. There's no limit to that space. The air comes from there. And it's as old as the Earth itself, 4.5 billion years. Beyond that, it's always there. So travel with the air as it goes down the windpipe into the lungs. Watch it with your third eye as it enters the hemoglobin in the blood. Keep watching as it travels to the heart. Heart pumps it. There's about 50 trillion cells in your body. Each of these body cells are being oxygenated. That's the energy that you get. Breathe again. Now, as your blood is circulating, visualize the space that is outside is inside you as well. 99% is space, actually, only 1% are electrons, protons, and neutrons. Your viscous organs, your blood vessels, the womb, everything is hollow inside. So it's the space. This is the space, and space has energy and the power. Slowly, with yogic practice, you'll start realizing that you have to be in that space to be able to get the abundance. Breathe again. Now, keep in your mind what you did for the first step, prana. Now, take your attention and breath to the below the belly button and focus on exhalation. As you take out the air, move yourself from the toes of the legs right up to the heart area, and from the top of the head, come down and watch as the lung pumps the air out. So the second one is called apan. So it's exhalation. So this atmosphere, 5 liters of this air that comes in and goes out of your body. It represents your sensory perception, your body's perception. It goes down, up the spinal cord to the head, the motor and the sensory perception. the coordination, the proprioception of your body, the balance of life. Exhalation also you can understand, it removes carbon dioxide. So it's a toxin. Carbon comes from carbohydrates or fat as well. So balancing your metabolism occurs with proper breathing as well. Weight loss, weight control. Breathe again. Deep breath again. Now as the air goes down, visualize the sun, the Agni Shakti. You bring the first and second component through your mind and now come to the belly button area. There is a center called jఠragni, a representation of sun in your body, which causes the food digestion, gives you energy, the fire that we get. So you are alive as long as you're warm. So that energy, it's Saman Shakti, Saman Prana. It's got a huge amount of healing capacity in the body if you can tap into it. So the breath of prana, Shakti, रूप रंग रोशनी प्रदान करने वाली, the brightness to your life, the success, the belly button, the material success, the wealth, the health, and ultimately your spiritual growth. Breathe again. Deep breath. As you come with your breath towards include the first, second, third, and the fourth part. Now bring your attention to the chest area, heart. Breathe there. So as I said, if you move up the lower ones to the heart area, heart has blood. It pumps 5 liters of blood to the body. Okay, so fluid, it represents the, like 75% of Earth is ocean. 75% of your body, 2/3 of your body is fluid as well. It gives you shitalta, cohesion. All the nerve impulse, the electrical impulse that pass through, they require this fluidity in them. Positive, negative charges are there. Sobras, it's called. Inside, the secretions. The CSF in the brain, the pericardium, the pericardial, peritoneum, or amniotic fluid, where the baby grows. All these things are fluidity of the body. This pranic Shakti helps you express them much better. Breathe again. The fifth pranic Shakti include the 4. At this time, bring your attention right to the top of your head. Dhyan, Roop Sarup, structure, your body, the sHRi I was talking about. The 205 bones, tendon, muscles, the different components, electrical energy, mechanical energy, chemical energy, all these physiological processes. Balancing of this sHRi microbial population so that you remain healthy. The different planes, Anmaya, Koshmanmaya, Pranmaya, Vijnan, Anandmaya, they get balanced by the pranic healing. Then there are 5 upranas called Nag, Kurma, Karikal, the Dhananjay. They do peristalsis, they help with the birth process, the hiccups that you get, the eyelid movement, etc., etc. These are all pranic shaktis that you can utilize to become healthier if you know what to do. So this is called Yog Nidra. So breath, number 1, subconscious activity. If you know how to control it, you start obtaining power of your body. The second subconscious activity is digestive process. Yog control is only in bringing the food and chewing it. Thereafter, it again is subconscious down the throat. In the stomach, 8 meters a small bowel, 2 meters of large bowel. What you put in your mouth is your choice as a human. You get the freedom and the intellect to decide. Nobody rules you as opposed to animals, plants. They know their rules. They only eat and drink what they are supposed to forever in their life. They will die, but they won't touch something different, what is meant for them. So as humans with our freedom, there's a huge amount of risk that we put on ourselves by not
using our intellect to learn about the body, because your microbial population gets removed by eating wrong type of foods, refined food, acidic food, all these things, drinks. So just be mindful. Bacteria normally lives in the large bowel. They live, the good bacteria which amplifies good genes in your body are supported by vegetables, fruits, those kind of things. That's where they live. That's how they make you healthier. There's a direct connection from your tummy to your head. It's called enteric neural system. So apart from physical illnesses that you start getting if you're not balanced in microbiome and foods are not correct and not exercising, your mental state is also affected because it's connected to the brain. All this reaction that you have, your laziness, you're always upset in life, you just are a slave to your body. You don't know what's happening to your body even. Forget about the outside the world. You can't even control your body. So it's a very big failure or internally of a person when you are not utilizing or understanding who you are. Your body needs to be understood and needs to be done things in a certain manner. Then you only obtain power of doing bigger things. Let's breathe again. The third component of subconscious excretory system, the poison, the toxins and things that the body produces. So watch yourself on the sides of your tummy, bead-shaped structures. Visualize them. They're called kidneys. Put your attention. It doesn't stop like heart, like breath. It keeps working day and night, every day till you are alive. Basically filtering the blood, taking out all the toxins, ureter, kidney, goes through, bladder, urethra, so takes out. But without you even having a good say in it. So all the good things that happens to your body, you don't have really think about it. Whatever bad things happens to your body, you do have to think about them so that you stop them not repeating in yourself. Breathe again. This time, bring your attention to the fingers, then your wrist, come to the elbow, come up to the shoulders, back of your neck, down the spinal cord, right to the heel, sole of your feet, come in the front, up the calf, gutna, the knees, up the thighs, the pelvic bones, the left side, the neural plexus, as talked about, solar plexus, 72,000 nadia, then the big ones around the spinal cord on the left side, ida, associated with positioning of moon, direct impact on your hormone secretion in your body. On the right side, pingla, agni shakti, surya navi it's called. So determining the impact, that's why we talk about waking up with sun is very important because it has direct impact on your what's called circadian rhythm in your body. You don't want to mess with the circadian rhythm because the whole hormone secretion in your body goes haywire, chemical mediators, neuropeptides, all these things. The limbic system is called. It stimulates your pituitary gland, secretes hormones like vasopressin, which dilates your vessel, increases the blood flow to your lungs, your heart, your brain. Even if your arteries are getting hardened because of stress and things, if you are able to do Yog Nidra, you can bring relaxation in your blood vessels and the blood flows better. Ultimately, when it keeps flowing at an increased level to your brain functional capacity increases, your level of perception or intuition in your own self increases because the ingredient is flow of blood, flow of oxygen. So travel through your head, the pituitary gland, the pineal gland I talked about the other day, the endorphins, serotonins, dopamines, oxytocin. These are the pharmacy production of your body, original, not synthetic, your own. You need to maintain it and don't become too dependent outside. Come down, thyroid, parathyroid come down, thymus. Okay, so your master, blaster of preventing infections, lots of diseases, including cancer. Called ninja mutant type of army is there to protect you. And then Mada Majasti, bone marrow, has spare parts of your body. 25% of every cell of your body, the original cells called stem cells, are in the bone marrow. And most of us don't know how to use it. It's like a spare tire in your car and you don't know how to fit the car and you have a puncture. What's the point keeping it? I mean, at least NRMA is in this country, so that you can call someone. But for your body, you'll have to keep calling the doctors to even harvest the stem cells. But your body, you can do it. You can use them if you dig deep inside. So all the spare parts are there in the bone marrow called stem cells. Yogic practice actually directly stimulates these things, the immune system, your expression of the stem cells of your body. That's why it's so helpful. Keep going down your tummy. Think of your adrenal glands. Poor guys, running day and night, almost 18 hours of a day, 7 days a week, completely blasted from every side. It's a fake emergency situation that we put our body to live in. Home, road, war, pressures of the world, the media, the fashion for the children, this, that. It's like living in a jungle where there is ferocious animals and things. But the reality is there is no jungle here. It's a concrete jungle. But the immune reaction that the body is going through, this hyper cortisol production state, survival mode, is damaging your body. It's breaking up human beings. So more so, it's so important to do yogic practices because this is one practice, at least from thousands of years. Somehow the Vedic scholars, the darshan writers, the philosophical way of writing it, yoga darshan, they gave us this manual and of how to balance your body. So it's called vasovagal nerve stimulation in your body. Vagus nerve runs from your brain. It gives you brightness of your face, dilates your pupil, reduces your heart rate, your blood pressure, increases your peristalsis, lets you deep into your bone marrow to get the stem cells out, pancreas, gallbladder, liver, all of this production of these chemical mediators and hormones. When it happens, then your adrenal glands rest. Then you are out of this fight fright response and you're more creative, then your repairing is happening to your body. This is scientific, it is not some myth. It's actually very serious to keep a good health. So Yoga Nidra takes through the journey of this. Now bring your attention to the antennas of your body: 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, your taste bud. How much you are attached to it is a freedom of being a human. And what you are doing with it basically determines the stimulus to your mind, and then the mind expresses to your body. So if you do good things, it will be amplified in a good way, meaning your good genes, your good health, everything, success happens. If you are on the wrong side, fear, fighting, stress, anxiety, jealousy, hatred, violence, eating tamasic foods, in tamasic company, gossiping and stuff, it's not only wrong morally, it actually destroys your internal body by reducing those good genes, your good bacteria in your tummy. It has a huge impact on your body. So thinking about those antennas, then how it's expressed by mal, mutra, haath, pair, baat karne ki shakti. The other way, how we express ourselves to the world then. How you control yourself. Or you are always reactive and blaming, playing a victimhood. Everything is fault of everyone else in the world, but not you. If you play that game, one day your body will actually completely become a hollow because you are giving signals inside to produce things, chemical mediators, which are destructive. So it's not only a nuisance to the world, but you are actually harming yourself. So getting out of this negativity is a blessing for your own self. Forget about everyone else outside. Your health, your mental status. And you probably can notice people who are always crying, unhappy, complaining, saying things, victimhood, always saying they are sick, they remain sick. People who are sick and never make it a big hoo-ha about it and remain positive, they get better and they hardly take sick leaves and things. On the other side, you notice it next time. Those get into the cycle of victimhood and being sick, really over time slowly become really deeply sick because the body, you are tuning your body into believing that thing. So be very careful what you say and do to yourself because the body is getting messages. So it has to have positive messages to be healthy. Now take your attention to the tailbone. Follow your energy channels from the lower end of the tailbone, Ida, Pingla, Shishumna, from downwards, Buladhar, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Heart, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Nashikagra, Dalat, Trikuti, Ajna, Sahasra, right on the top of your head, 50 centimeters above. And then there's about 3 meters of vibrational energy around your body. If you know how to maintain it, you will always be protected. You'll always get positive vibration because this body communicates into electromagnetic frequencies. It's like having a Wi-Fi on your phone or watching a TV or listening to a radio. So if we can tap into those energy around, why can't we tap into more energy that is around there, which is more subtle and which gives you power, wealth, health, goodness of life? But you need to first pass through those basic areas of sensual perception, blaming game, and all this. Then only you can evolve into a much higher level of perception. So keep coming right to the top of our head. Now, these are all the things that I talked about of stool or gross body. For the subtle body, there is mind, your connection towards the external, bigger universe, your astral projection. So watch yourself slowly through your mind or the third eye, the body as a vehicle is lying flat on the floor. Keep going out and up, and you can see the entire our continent, Australia. You keep going up to the 200 k's about International Space Station, you start watching the Earth is spinning, twisting, 1600 kilometers an hour. We don't have any knowledge or feel it on Earth. And it orbits around the sun about 2200 kilometers per hour. 365 days it takes. It's not still. You're not meant to be like still. You're not meant to just sit on your laurels and think the life is there. No, Earth is, nothing is still. Everything is vibratory. It moves. So knowing what's happening to the Earth, our nine-planetary system, including Jupiter, how it takes 12 years. And we know how we celebrate Mahakumbh Mela is a reflection of the Jupiter's power to hold the asteroids, otherwise Earth will be destroyed. That's how our forefathers did the whole Navgara Puja things, the planetary systems, how they need to be maintained at that level so that Earth itself is protected. Keep going up. Enter that space that I was talking about. Visualize what's called the Milky Way in the night if you walk in the dark area. You know, the dream land, they call dream world, Aborigines will say. Yeah? In that position, Earth is like particle of a dust, irrelevant. All your ego, all your whatever you do or humans do on Earth is basically irrelevant in context of the creation, our universe, and forget about the 53 trillion light years, at least the visible world that we have identified now. Takes humans have gone 1 second of light years away from Earth only to the moon. It's 53 trillion. The size of it, at least at the moment, we have with the help of telescope and things, we know that now. All written in the Vedas, Upanishad, Darshans, Hindus knew centuries, thousands of years before, and now it's been validated by science. So watch yourself in their positioning of moon, sun, Shukal Paksh, kRISHn Paksh, talked about intermittent of fasting, Ekadasi, how it's helpful to your body, to align your body and brain, to get this external power of tapping into the abundance that is there. You need to become that level of a human to be able to be accessing those information. Alpha Centauri, Andromeda, Saraswati clusters. These are creation. All these things are being understood now. What we talk about metacognition now, meta-human. Facebook has changed its name to meta as well. What is meta? What is meta-human? Going deeper than to your sensory perceptions. That's what yoga teaches you. Ruparan Sparsh Gand Shab. What really interprets your sensual perception and which is limited. I only get about 10 to 20% maximum usage of our senses. The deep part of it is not utilized. So this level, what's called metacognition and things, we are realizing that as humans, we have huge amount of potentials. And now we understand the parallel universes, like whatever you do here, the opposite of it's happening somewhere else. Or time dilation. So being in this state of your metta then helps you transform yourselves into meta, into the energy form. So time and space, in that context, is just one thing. The particles becomes weight, mass becomes energy, the gravitational part of the sun, and how the orbiting happens, the dark matter, and beyond that, the dark energy called Kham Brahma, or the Sadhya Sukti in Rig Veda explains this wholesomeness. There's everything in this nothingness beyond the visible world. That is where the power of what's called quantum field, energy, infinite consciousness, Paramatma, energy is there. And to tap into it, to be blessed in every form of being a human, is to find that path, the journey is in it. So dharma काम मोक्ष की प्राप्ति होती है इसी तरह से. So tap into it. Do it once a week. We can do it together. Just try, do for a few weeks, and you see the difference in yourself, how you connected you become to your body and to the universe itself. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Come up, sit. So this is actively healing your body. Okay. So sleep by default is a passive means of getting the healing, repairing. But if you know how to do it actively, the amount of energy that can obtain is really, really tremendous. And you get health, you get wealth, you get peace, you get joy, you get happiness. The deeper satisfaction of life comes through it. Okay. So now
we keep channeling around, as I explained the other day. So we live in beta wave because it's a survival mode. When you slowly do yoga, things that we did, you are now into alpha stage. Alpha stage becomes more relaxed, so the brain oscillations become less, 7 to 14. And when we do pranayama, breathing exercises, the brain oscillations come down into what's called theta wave. And in theta wave, you become non-analytical. Your ego part, your own personal control that you have falsely acquired is given away. And when you do that, then you are at the stage of then receiving. Prior to that, no. Prior to that, you are creating barricades inside you to receive abundance. And that's why people say, I've been doing all these things whole of my life and nothing has happened. I don't believe in anything. But you never did it properly anyway. Your ego was too high to not let your brain come to the stage of what's called theta waves to be able to receive. And then if you keep going deep, it goes down to less than 4 oscillations, which is delta. And in delta is complete um, connection, Atma to Paramatma. And there's no hell, there's no heaven, there's no somebody to scare you. No, nothing like that. There's no shape, form, even. It's just our creative mind that people have made names of things. The real power of Brahman, creator, is energy. So a quantum field. So that energy is what we try to merge into, and pranayam is even more deeper in that way. When you control your breath, then you control your mind. And as I said, you get about 70,000 thoughts a day. It keeps misfiring. Whatever fires together, wires together in your brain. Okay? And if you keep doing repeatedly anything, positive will develop positivity. If you keep doing negative, and that same wiring will make it stronger in a negative sense. Because this is all about the body. It's not about pleasing anyone. It's not about making someone happy somewhere. It's not about being scared of someone. No. It's actually being connected to your deeper self, intuitive, and especially the right side of your brain, because left side is the software where the analytical thing is stored, but the right side is what gives you the art form of connection. And the brain waves, when they come down, it allows that expression and connection to the universe. So let's do some breathing exercise, called breathing coherence breathing. So helps you get deeper, and abundance of in every form is possible once you are in that state. So breathe. So you start with it's called Bhastika Pranayam. Breathing in through your nostril, breathe out. You help your Bhastika is basically breathing in, push your tummy out, belly button, and then as you breathe out, push your belly button in. So increases the intra-abdominal pressure, pushes your lung, the breath out. So good oxygenation. Sudarshan Kriya, it helps you do the same thing. So breathe in, tummy goes out, breathe out, push your belly button in. Okay, so it requires a lot of actually muscle involvement of your tummy, your chest area, your side of your body. That's why we do asanas, those exercises, so that you have enough strength in you to actually regulate your breath and breathe deeply. This is very deep breathing. It's not shallow, The shallow breath makes you, there's hyperventilation and you accumulate carbon dioxide and things. No, this is deep. You're deeply breathing in and out. The next one is called Agni Sar. So you breathe in, breathe out, all, hold the breath, and then move your belly button out and in, out. So you're holding the breath. So slowly you might be, beginning 5 seconds or few like that. But as you keep practicing, your amount of time that you can hold your breath increases. So breathe in. Agnisar. Breathe again. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. So as you understand, the digestive functional capacity increases because you are pressuring around your solar plexus. Okay, so it controls that. Now we'll do Ujjayi pranayam. Ujjayi pranayam is vibratory actions around your throat. So obviously your thymic gland, your thyroid gland, pituitary gland, pineal gland, heart. Okay, immune system. So it's using the throat as breath. Now put the chin on your chest and even feel further vibrations. Neck up, breathe out to the left nostril. For Agnisar. Next is Kapalbhati. Kapal, the fontanelle of your head, it's explained before. It's closed around 2 years of a child. Prior to that, child can't talk but communicates in a very different manner to parents, smile, cry, whatever happens, but it's not expressed verbally. Around 2 years, when child starts speaking, it's called closed. So, metaphorically, if humans, the purpose of life is actually reopening this passage of communication with the Brahman, the Paramatma. It takes whole journey. And in our, rituals that you do, even at death, why do they open the Kapala? It's it's actually to tell you that your whole life was meant it to be opened by your internal intuitive mechanism. So Kapalbhati is very helpful because it involves the entire 8 steps of the chakras, energy centers, in realigning yourself and opening yourself to the abundance of the energy or the connection that you are trying to find in your life. And that's what is the major goal of life. Dharma, calm, and then moksha, emancipation. Okay. So how do you Kapalbhati is an exhalation exercise, sitting straight. You're pushing your breath out. As you push breath out, the belly button gets pulled in, pushes in.
and it creates a vacuum. So air gets sucked in, and you don't concentrate on the inspiration or inhalation part, but only on the expiration, exhalation. Okay.
Okay. So Kapalbhati is very rhythmic. Once you get into the rhythm, because you are really become intuitive, it becomes very addictive. You can keep doing it for a long time. But when you don't have time, you have other things to do. So, but try it. It's very powerful. Next pranayam is called Bhaikumbhak. So we breathe in deeply and breathe out completely, and then hold the breath, and then close all the orifices. The Mool Bandh, Jalandhar Bandh, Udan Bandh, as long as you can. When you can't, breathe in deeply, right from the lower part of your spinal cord right to the top of your head. It's like having a shower inside your body. Like here, shower of the external body. Kumbhak. Breathe in, breathe out, hold as long as you can, and breathe in. As the mind becomes still, then that space that I was talking about, you get into that space, and where there is the electromagnetic frequencies, the energy, so you can feel that abundance, and it's all positivity. Negativity doesn't live there. Negativity is created by the cousin of the soul or the ego. So you've got the duality of nature. Being a human is always duality. Which one do you choose? The one which is superficial, quickly achievable, but hollow, or one that has eternal joy, happiness, peace, good health, wealth, everything. It's a choice you have to make. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, and the last two are part of the balancing of your brain. Right side with the left brain, as I say, from birth to about 30 years, we can program. Our left side of the brain is like the memory keeper of whatever exposed we get exposed to. A lot of these things are not ideal. The system of that positive living was destroyed by 200-300 years, about 3,000 years ago, like that. Slowly, gradually, we lost the education system. The Gurukul system had this system of developing a child into an advanced level of human. But at the moment, we do very well in materially, but that's not all it is. Body is more than just material component, gross body. It's called subtle body. And there's huge potential in the astral projection and things, which we are not utilizing. We use brain less than 10%. Each of our senses are not utilized. So this helps communicate and slowly starts expressing your right side of the brain, which is like the router to the internet or the universe of abundance. Because otherwise, this knowledge sitting there is of not much use, very limited value. So, your computer is not useful if it's not connected to internet. It's limited things that you can do. That's how, as humans, we are stuck at the moment. So this goes through. Go breathe in through your left nostril, breathe out to the right. Breathe in through the right, breathe out to the left. Breathe in through the left, breathe out to the right. Breathe in to the right, breathe out to the left. Breathe in through the left, breathe out to the right. Breathe in to the right,
Breathe out to the left. Breathe in to the left. Breathe out to the right. Breathe in to the right. Breathe out to the left. Now, this same Anulom Vilom, alternate nasal breathing. Now you make it very subtle. Okay, so you breathe in to the left, close both nostrils and hold. You feel the presence of that peace. Breathe out to the right, close both nostrils and hold. Breathe in to the right, hold. Breathe out to the left, hold. Breathe in to the left, hold. Breathe out to the right. Breathe in to the right, hold. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in to the left, hold. Breathe out to the right. Breathe in to the right, hold. Breathe out to the left. Okay, so it's complete now at this stage of going through the asanas, yoga nidra. Then now with breathing exercises, pranayams, you find this stillness. And as soon as you live in stillness, you find that happiness, joy, peace that everyone is looking for. Now, when you reach this stage, there's even a further component to this body, which is the soul component. You know, how we think about meditation and things is it's deep level.
I got another job actually.
Okay.
You want to come in?
Shilpa, come. Shilpa. 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 Call Shilpa, come.
He's doing yoga.
Yeah, you can come.
You sure?
You can come in.
You finish your when you finish lunch and shopping.
Where is Shilpa? Come. Who is there with him? Both. Oh. So when do you do, so the whole asana process, the breathing process leads you to this stage where you can actually now deeply become intuitive. So your brain waves seriously comes from, you know, alpha, theta, relaxation stage, in which then you have the potential to feel the energy far and beyond. So feel, take advantage of it, because you can't make this stage every time of the day. It's not easy to get into. That's why it takes time. So just see how much time did it take to reach here now this time. So now to go into the third deeper aspect of yourself, the soul, the Atma component, then completely become focused into your self, which I was explaining all the way. And to remain in that, you require what's called dharana, concentration. Concentration of the ultimate truth or the qualities of this creator, the energy is the is the best input to this body then, and then it readies you to feel the presence, as well as you find that journey of reaching that quantum field of Kam Brahma, O Paramatma. Okay? So we start now meditation. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, हम अपने विविध दुखों को निवृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए पूर्ण शक्ति से आपकी शरण में आए हैं। आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराइए और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा बनी रहे। Pratihara, detachment, dissociation, identifying your true self. मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ. I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, I'm not the five primordial elements, the five subtle elements, or the 10 senses, or the mind, or the memories, or the ego, or the intelligence. I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life form, I'm part and part of the entire creation. मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ. आकाश वायु अग्नि जल पृथ्वी रूप रंग स्पर्श गंध 10 इंद्रिया चित्त मन अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं, बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ. Now fill in that space of yourself to keep being focused completely within the positivity by thinking of the attributes of that creator. And the first one is ओम का पहला अर्थ है स्वर व्यापक, सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप, निराकार स्वर शक्तिमान, स्वर अंतर्यामी, अचन्मानतम निर्विकार, नित्य पवित्र सृष्टिकर्ता, उसी की स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करने योग्य. Omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, almighty, the creator, the maintainer, and eventually the destroyer. नौ त्रिभ आकाश वायु जल पृथ्वी, हर काल हर समय हर जगह हर मोड़, 33 कोटि या 24 गुण 5 क्रिया. आप अनंत काल से अपने उपकारों की आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करते हो, प्राणी मात्र की संपूर्ण कामनाओं को अपनी प्रतीक्षा पूर्ण करते हो. हमारे लिए जो कुछ शुभ तथा हित करे उसे अब बिना मांगे स्वयं हमारे झोली में डालते जाते हो. आपके आचरण में विचल शांति तथा आनंद का वास, अपने चरण शरण की शीतल छाया में तृप्ति शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धता, सब अविरसित पदार्थों की प्राप्ति में सच्ची श्रद्धा तथा विश्वास और स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करें. कमल की फूल की तरह रहे, माया रूपी जिंदगी में जीते हुए उससे अलग और उससे ऊपर भी जीने की कोशिश करें. क्रिएट, ऑर्गेनाइज, प्रोटेक्टर, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, almighty God. From eternity, thou keep showering your blessings, all desires of living beings are always fulfilled by you. Whatever is good and beneficial for us, you provided us our asking. Provide our wisdom, happiness, peace, and contentment, love and affection, dispel our weakness, weakness, and worry. May we always remember to sit and submit ourselves in the arms of the benevolent and compassionate God. May we be like the lotus flower living in this material world, but be away and out of it. Remove our negativities of life, narrow mindedness, attraction, lust, anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, ill will, ओम का दूसरा अर्थ है सर्वरक्षक, आदि दैविक, आदि भौतिक, आध्यात्मिक, पृथ्वी लोक, वनस्पति लोक, देवलोक। हर काल, हर समय, हर कोण, हर जगह, हर स्थिति में आप उपस्थित हैं। स्थूल शरीर, सूक्ष्म शरीर, कारण शरीर, जहाँ केरा को साया मार सके ना कोई बाल लंबा कर सके, जो जग मेरी हो, the sheath, it's the protector. There's this 3 meters of space here. If you are able to connect to it everywhere, every situation, you'll be protected. And you'll have that vibrations which we once in a while feel, be all the time around you. So randomness, accidents, वगैरह, nothing of this happens. Then there's total synchronicity, serpentinous nature, coincidences, there's fulfillment, opportunities. It's always there. हमें सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति हो, क्षमा, सरलता, स्थिरता, विविधता, काल, शून्यता, तत्साव अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने, हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्ट, मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत हो, आत्मा पवित्र तथा सुंदर हो, आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्तियां विकसित हो, मेरे हृदय में दया तथा अनुभूति हो, वाणी में मिठास हो, दृष्टि में प्यार हो, हमें बुद्धि तथा ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करे, हमारी व्यक्ति महान तथा विशाल हो, दीनार दीनों के मन में विचरने वाले ईश्वर, आपकी चंडाल विद्या में हमारे जीवन अर्पित है, अपनी सेवा में लेकर हमें कृतार्थ करें ईश्वर। May we acquire all the virtuous qualities of life: forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearlessness, humbleness. May all goodness be our possession. May our body be healthy and strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine and superb. And through your blessings, all our senses be enlightened. May our heart have compassion and sympathy, words be amenable and thoughtful of action. Our vision have love for entire creation. May we have complete education and wisdom. They exist amongst the poorest of the poor. May our lives be devoted and dedicated and give graces for His praise. का तीसरा, शुद्धवसी, बुद्धवसी, मुक्तवसी, निरंजनवसी, आप शुद्ध, पवित्र और प्योर, परफेक्ट एंड कंप्लीट, हमें शुद्ध करो, पवित्र करो, तत्वमसी, हम ब्रह्म जैसे सच्चिदानंद संकल्प, मोक्ष, शिव शक्ति, रितम, संकल्प में साधना, पुरुषार्थ, अभ्यास, विवेक और वैराग्य की प्राप्ति हो, डिटैचमेंट, intellectual capacity to follow this सात्विक path. तब हमारे शरीर से नेगेटिविटीज, इनेशिया, स्थूल ग्रोस बॉडी से ये सब दूर होगी, और फिर सटल बॉडी acquires the power of astral projection. रूप रंग रोशनी, स्पर्श, गंध, शब्द, the deep true expression of your sensual perceptive powers starts happening. And eventually your soul, your कारण शरीर, जन्म का संस्कार, impressions that are there or gets washed off metaphorically from your inside. So it opens the pathway. So all the dust of the mirror goes and you can start seeing your true self. जो क्लेश कहते हैं, अविद्या, आश्रिता, राग, द्वेष, अविनिवेश, मृत्यु का भय, उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ, बदले की भावना सब समाप्त हो, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, माया, मत्सर्य, ईर्ष्या, द्वेष आदि कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर करें। हमारी बात पीत का 5 महाभूत से बड़ा शरीर, उसमें बराबरी हो, श्लेष्मा की बराबरी, जागृत स्थिति, स्वप्न, सुषुप्ति, तुर्य, तुर्यतर, भार्गव, भार्गव, चेतना, इतनी डिफरेंट लेवल्स ऑफ हमारी अवेयरनेस होती। Being aware of your awareness is the ultimate recognition of yourself. शब्द, वाणी, संकल्प, ध्यान, ज्ञान, अंजल, अग्नि, आकाश, स्मृति, आशा, आत्मा और परमात्मा की प्राप्ति में लोकेशना, उतेशना, जब वितेशना या अटैचमेंट्स दूर हो, मैत्री भाव, करुणा, विदिता, उपेक्षा की प्राप्ति, कहाँ पर कैसे, किससे रहन सहन, कैसे मिलना जुलना। और इस 5 शीट्स जो है मैं शुरू में बता रहा था, कैसे हम आसन प्राणायाम से बराबर करते हैं, अन्नमय कोश, मनमय कोश, प्राणमय कोश, विज्ञानमय, आनंदमय कोश, ये जो अष्टांग योग है उसकी जो कंपोनेंट्स है, यम नियम अपने आप धीरे धीरे आपकी अपने बैलेंस हो जाती है। अहिंसा सत्यास्त्यम ब्रह्मचर्य परिग्रह सौ संतोष तपस्या ईश्वर प्रणिधान। तो फिर एकाग्र की स्थिति आप पाओगे, वैसे नहीं आता चित्र दो वो जो अभी वैसे रह रहे हैं। एकाग्र के बाद एक फोकस अभी जैसे बंद हो गया है। योग चित्र वृत्ति विरोधा सर्विकल से सर्विचार सर्वी से निर्विज संप्रजा स्थिति से संप्रजा सर्वुल से निर्गुण सान सुष्मिता कैबल्य की प्राप्ति ध्यान ध्यान समाधि धर्म लक्षण अवस्था संयम की प्राप्ति, तब फिर सिद्धि की प्राप्ति होगी। अनिमा महिमा गरिमा गरिमा महिमा प्राप्ति प्रजापति प्रकम्य स्तवा विस्तवा प्राण स्वरूप परमात्मा, प्राणों का प्राण, दुखहर्ता सुखप्रदाता जगत के उत्पादक प्रकाश परमात्मा देव, हम आपके वर्णीय शेष रूप का ध्यान करते हैं। 50 trillion cells, 72,000 nadia, 100 billion neurons. Mantra chikitsa, it's vibrational. How as I say, everything is vibratory energy. तो ये जो संस्कृत मंत्र है उनकी जो वर्बलाइज करते हैं उसमें वेव्स होती है। तो ये आपको आसन प्रदान के अलावा ये मंत्र जो चिकित्सा जो आपकी जो ब्रेन वेव्स के बारे में मैं कह रहा था, अपने आप उसको स्थिर में ला देती है। ये आपकी जो रिसेप्टिव पावर है और सर्वाइवल मोड से आपकी कंपैशन और जॉय फुलनेस पीस वगैरह जिस स्थिति में हो सकती वहां ले जाती है। तो ये मंत्र है। ओम सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम तच्चक्षुर्देहितं पुरुषाचुग्रत पुष्रत पश्यमि शरदा शतं जीवेमि शरदा शतं शृणुयामि शरदा शतं प्रभामि शरदा शतं अधीनश्यामि शरदा शतात् पुष्यं शरदा शतात् त्यज्जाग्रतो दूर्मे दैवितिं दैवितं दूरवं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरीकं तन्मे मनाशु संकल्पमस्तु। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव मृत्युर्मुक्षमामृतात्। ओम तेजोमसि तेजोमहि दे, ओम बलमसि बलमहि दे, ओजोमसि ओजोमहि दे, वीरमसि वीरमहि दे, ओम सहोमसि सहोमहि दे, मनुर्मसि मनुर्महि दे, ओम तनुपाग्नेसि तनुर्मे पाहि ऋचोदाग्नेसि वर्चोमे दे, ओम तनोमा तन्ममा भवतु मा। ओम तमेव माचत पिता तमेव बन्धुषका तमेव विद्या द्रविणं तमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा। ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुर्तानि पराश्वा यद्भद्रं तन्नाश्वा। ओम हिरण्यगर्भा संवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जाता पतिरेख्या सदा धारयति विद्यामतिमकृष्मै देवाय हविषामि देवम्। ओम यात्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्वे उपासते प्रश्यं यस्य देवा यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युं कृष्मै देवाय हविषामि देवम्। ओम यप्राणतदुषतो महि त्वयिकद्रजाजगतो भाभुव या ईशे द्वीपचस्पतुष्पदा कष्मै देवाय हविषामि देवम्। ओम प्रजापतिरत्रेतानन्द विश्वाजातानि परिता भाभुव यत्कामास्ते जहुमस्तनस्तु वयं श्यामपतरो रहिना। ओम सन्नो भद्रजनिता कविदाता धमनि वेद्यनानि विश्व यत्र देवामृतमानुषान्ना शशिप्रिय धामन्न धैर्यन्न। ओम अग्निदे सुपिताराय स्वामी स्वामी देवो नानि विद्वान् यदस्मद्यौरान्यनो दुष्शान्तेन नात्युद्विदे। ओम नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ओम शन्नो मित्रा शन्वरुणा शन्नो भर्गो हरिमा शन्नो इंद्रो बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमा। नमो ब्रह्मे नमस्तवाय तमेव वृक्षं ब्रह्मादि तमेव वृक्षं ब्रह्मादि स्वामी ऋक्तं वदि स्वामी सत्यं वदि स्वामी तन्मम अवतु तद्वाक्तराम अवतु अवतु माम अवतु वाक्तराम। ओम शन्वे वीरविष्टया आपो भवन्तु पीते शब्दोरवि शर्वन्तुना। ओम सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाः, स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नष्टाचार्यो अरिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु नः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ लीलासत्यनाभिषिक्तां यथा पिण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डे यथा पिण्डे। ॐ पूर्वविवाहि कर्माणि विजयविषेतां समा यो त्वेति नानुतिथि अस्ति न कर्मणि पतितम्। ॐ अस्तु मा सत्यगमय अस्तु मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युमा अमृतं गमय। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा पश्यतु दुःखभाग् मा पश्यतु दुःखभाग्। ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ द्यौ शान्ति अन्तरिक्षं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्तिरापा शान्तिरोषधय शान्ति बृहस्पति शान्ति विश्वे देवा शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वभूत शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति शान्तिरिति। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। परमात्मा की कृपा बनाने जी आप सभी को धन्यवाद साथ देने के लिए। अगले हफ्ते फिर मिलेंगे, ठीक है जी। होपफुली आपको थोड़ी एनर्जी मिली होगी। आप सभी को धन्यवाद।